Butterfingers. So it's Wednesday today. This is an unpleasant nib. It was something I bought on eBay, the nib, not the pen. I don't know where the pen came from. But the nib has one molecule, one atom of iridium on the end of it. And the atom is split. And one half of the atom is on one end of the iridium, and the other half is on this end. The nucleus is cut right in half, and sometimes there's more electrons on this side, and sometimes there's more electrons on that side, so it's scratchy and uneven as those electrons fly around, and one of them is here, and it just digs into the paper. But if you like that kind of thing, this pen is for you. I might be able to smooth it a little tiny bit, but I'll just use it when I want that certain kind of anger to come out. Let's say I want to write an angry letter to someone. Dear Mr. Trump, I read today that you'd drop a bomb on Russia. That's what you'd do if you were president. Well, thank God you're not. Moron. So I would use that pen to write that letter. But Trump doesn't know how to read, so it doesn't do any good. This pen, on the other hand, I'd write this to Zelensky. Use this pen for that. Dear Mr. President, what are you doing Friday night? Shall we go to a movie? I'll buy. I'll pay. It is amazing how pens can change what you want to write, and they'll change your posture. They'll change everything about you. It's like wearing different kinds of clothes. If you put on a frumpy sweater that needs washing, you're going to act differently than if you put on your starched white shirt and white piqué bow tie that you tie yourself. None of these clip-on things. The downfall of civilization was clip-on bow ties. I can prove it through mathematical logic. Everything happened because of that. A man should learn how to tie his bow tie by himself. Clip-ons. Anyway, you act differently when you wear your frumpy shirt and your tailcoat. The same thing with a pen. If you are a sensitive young man or sensitive young lady, or even if you're a cranky old man like me, a pen, a cranky old man without a spine, who's easily swayed by something as inanimate as a fountain pen nib on a piece of paper, this will make you want to write. a little love note to President Zelensky. And this one, where did it go? Where's the gold one that makes me unhappy, makes me angry? Where did that one go? It's right here. This one, just because of the noise it makes, it growls. It's like a angry dog with its left nut caught in the car door. Oh, I thought the cat suddenly developed opposable thumbs. Does this seem the right height? Can that work? And do they go this way or do they come out? Okay. I'll take off the lights there so you could string those grow lights above it.
Thank you. I've already sprouted upstairs. I'm gonna jerry rig something for today.
Oh. Okay. Should I clear out some more stuff here? For you? Should I clear out more things here now?
No. I'll do it upstairs when I get back.
Oh, okay.
You're all set down there.
Okay. My 3/4 roommate is a green thumb, and his little loft, his 1/4 room, he uses 3/4 of my house and 1/4. It's sort of like a external bedroom is what this is. He uses my facilities in my kitchen, and he sleeps upstairs in the other floor of the building, not upstairs in my treehouse that I have in my house, but he sleeps upstairs in his thing. And anyway, his light, faces, his windows face a different direction, so they need to be here. Michael Darby might want me to have dinner with him tonight, so I don't know if that's going to happen now, but don't plan on me being here. Okay. Yep. Anyway, so a pen will direct you if you listen to it, and it'll say, I don't want to write that angry letter. I don't want to write that check. I want to do a drawing. So you do a drawing. Or another pen might say, I want to balance your checkbook. I don't have that pen, by the way. I haven't balanced my checkbook in 40 some years. And so I know I have lots of accountant nibs, but I don't use them for accounting. I'm like that tribe, Aboriginal or African or some, quote, primitive tribe that counts this way: 1, 2, many. And many, I have many dollars. That's the amount of dollars that I have. I have many bills. I have many debts, and the debts total many dollars, and that's how that works. Occasionally, I might have $1, and rarely I might have 2. And then I've got many. Now, many, if you were counting them, you might say, Pierre, you have $652 in your bank account. I might have 62, I might have 602, I might have 6,002. It's all one big lump that represents something larger than 2. That's how my accounting system works. My tax form, 1, 2, many. How much did you pay on utilities this year? Many. What is your refund? many. See? Easy. What do you owe? Write a check for many dollars. Internal Revenue Service. Many dollars and many cents. $2021 taxes. See how that works? So much easier than having to actually count using a calculator or an abacus or your head. One too many. One too many. Okay. Well, I have my work cut out for me. There's a log jam in many spots of my house, and I have to disengage my log jams. My house, if my house were a digestive system, I would be constipated. There's all this stuff that's supposed to be away, and it's lodged into my large intestine, and more is coming in, and I just keep pushing more things. Things come through both directions. You know, something is consumed this way, something is crammed up that way. Can I do this on YouTube? And that's what my house is like. And getting just a big house enema would be high colonic for your house, your home. That's what I need. Should I just show you? Let me just show you. I'll just show you one of the log jams, the one that I have to clear. My relatively clean desk, log jam, debris field. I should get the aircraft specialists here to find out what happened. Did the propeller fall off? Here's the kitty, Tina. Log jam. There's stuff everywhere. But this is the area that has to be fixed. This area right here. Most of it could probably be thrown away, but you know, who knows when I need a sign that says only. How much is that pen? That's only 69. That's only many dollars. How much is that? How many pens are those? Oh, there are 2 pens there. How much is it? It's only many. It's only many dollars. I once did have a pen customer that sent me a check that he wanted a pen. I know he wanted the pen. I said, no, it's not for sale. No, it's not for sale. No, it's not for sale. He'd come over every time. Every time he came over, he wanted to look at that Swan Sterling Overlay pen with that amazing nib that I was afraid to use because it was so amazing. It's probably the best pen nib I've ever owned in my entire life. And I was afraid of it. So I finally said, you know, all I do is tremble when I uncap this pen. The nib was so fine and so flexible. I just was afraid to use it. And he wanted it. And I thought, well, why don't I sell it to him? Fine. Well, I didn't. No, I said, it's not for sale. I don't care how many dollars you give me. How many dollars? No. N-O. Well, he sent me a letter, and it was this long strip of paper. Dear Peer, I don't know what else to do. And it went on for a sentence or so. And then way at the end of this long strip of paper was this little folded up piece of paper. And I opened it up, and it was turned into a check that he signed, made it out to me, dated it, and it was blank. And I was to fill whatever number I wanted. And I picked a number, and I said, called him up on the phone, and I said, okay. He says the number was $450, and that sounds a little more than I wanted, but his memory is probably good, and it's probably correct. And if I had it today, I would certainly charge $1,000 for it. So a good. The pen was beautiful. It was one of those Swan number 5 size pens or 4 size pens that had beautiful engraving on it, and it had a sterling section and a sterling cap. I don't know if it had a name engraved on it, but that wouldn't have bothered me at all, or him. But a good 60% of that price tag, whatever the price tag was for that nib. And he knew it, and I knew it. I probably could have taken the nib out of that pen and put it in a black hard rubber pen, and he would be just as happy with it. But he too loves sterling overlay metal pens, so the whole package was important to him. So that was when my bank, for a moment of time, had many dollars in it. Then it was back down to 2 or 1. That's generally where my bank level is. If I actually paid all my bills, cashed all the checks that are strewn about my debris field, there's a couple, I think all of my checks are cashed that were sent to me, but sometimes I wait until there's enough for me to get off my fat ass and go to the bank. But I try to do it more regularly now. But I'd probably have $0 in the bank. I own my house. I own a bunch of pens. I don't have health insurance at the moment because of a snafu with the government changing my social security information. They changed my birthday in 1968, they said, which I don't believe, but that's what they said. They did. So I had to find a birth certificate, send it in so they could find me. So I don't know. Okay. Bye, everyone.